Hello, and welcome back to The Goodness Margin, the place where we find margin for the good things in life. Last year, I shared a video where I had made a gift basket, and my husband just quickly came over with a video camera and we took a few shots of it. And I had so much response from that video that I wanted to dive a little bit deeper with you today about how to create a gift basket. My husband and I pastor a church, and so I create a gift basket for all of the guest speakers that come. But I even create gift baskets for people who come and stay in our home. And then we also have some events each year that I have the opportunity to create gift baskets for the special speakers at those events. I love creating these baskets because when you have a guest come in, it is just a quick way to say, I am so glad that you're here. And it provides something tasty for them to snack on when they're there in the room. It's just a really great habit to get into when you have a guest come to stay with you. So here are some tips for creating a basket or a bag or a box or whatever container you want to put it in, a gift for your guest. First, you want to find out, does your guest have allergies? Do they have foods that they really dislike? Do they have foods that they really like? The way that I do this is I have created a Google form, and I will attach a PDF of this form in the blog post that's linked below. But what I have done is I asked them just some simple questions. What's your favorite sweet snack? Your favorite salty snack? What are your food allergies? Are there some things you really dislike? Maybe some things that you really like, and anything else that they may want to tell me. Sometimes I get a lot of details back, and sometimes I don't. And then occasionally I may ask someone that's really close to that person if they could tell me a little bit more information. The reason that I do this is so many people have food allergies, and you don't want to create a beautiful basket that you've taken the time to do and give that to them, and then they can't have anything that's in it. So go ahead and find that information out first. So now let's talk about what I put in the baskets. I always try to put something sweet, something salty, something for breakfast, and obviously something to drink. And then I want to add a special gift, typically something local. The ideas I have for things that are local, for this one in particular, I have picked up some local honey. You can see that there. And then I've got some tea bags and this cute little honey dipper. And I'm putting that in just an inexpensive mug so that if they want to enjoy some tea while they're in their hotel room, they can absolutely do that. But I love to create a special touch and something that's local. Some other ideas for things I've done for local items have been a Starbucks mug to our city or to our state. I've done a tea towel that has our state on it. I've also done some handmade soap. We live in Georgia. It's the peach state. And so anything peach related, I can add that into the basket. So just creating that special touch. For a sweet snack, I always like to add something a little bit decadent that they may not purchase on their own. And so I was able to find these specialty chocolates. And I also have some nuts. I have some Cheez Whiz. I know this person that I'm making this basket for, they like plantain chips. So I added some plantain chips. Down on the bottom, I have some mints. I have some Stroop waffles. I have some little beef sticks. So just think about, they're in the hotel room. What is something they would enjoy to snack on? A few more things you want to ask yourself is, how long are they staying? If someone's staying for a week, then you absolutely want to create a much larger gift basket. If they're only staying overnight, these gifts are for guests that are only staying for one night. And a few of them are couples. So I want to put a few more things in a basket that's for couples. If it's just one person, keep in mind that it's only one person. And typically they're going to have some of those snacks that they're going to take home with them. You always want to add a little more than they need, but don't overwhelm them. Are they flying? Do they need to fit the stuff back into their suitcase? That's one of the reasons I selected this really soft basket, because it'll be really easy for someone to kind of stuff their clothes in and tuck it back inside their suitcase. They can take that home with them. Or you can choose something collapsible. But if they are going to be driving, then absolutely you can go with a different container for that. Ask yourself, how many people am I making the basket for? How are they traveling? Do I need to make it something that's easy for them to transport? And also keep in mind, if they are flying, that was one of the reasons that I chose these 3-ounce honey jars, because that's under that number that they can fly with if they have carry-on luggage. You wouldn't want to invest in a large bottle of honey and then that person have to leave that there in the hotel room. And then last but not least, for their beverages, I typically will put those in a separate gift bag because otherwise it makes these just a little bit too heavy. I always put bottled water, and if I know that there's another beverage they like, I'll add that as well. And you can just take that gift basket if you have access to the hotel room and directly put it right inside the refrigerator so it's nice and cold for them. So as you can see, this is a basket that I have just kind of put the things in that I know, okay, this is going to fit. This is what I need. And then this here, I have just added a simple cellophane bag. It keeps everything together, tied it with a pretty bow. It makes it really pretty. And it also keeps everything together. You can get these bags at Target or at Hobby Lobby, anywhere like that. I love when I've traveled somewhere and I walk in and there's a special gift there for me. Also, when I've traveled with my kids and someone adds something special that is specific to my children, that is always a special touch as well. And I try to do that if I know someone is traveling with their children. I hope these tips have helped you to know that you can create a beautiful and simple gift basket for your guests.